Hello, welcome back to my lesson. And in this lesson is one of the most important lessons. You will learn about the main thing in the trading, supply and demand. And the first lesson I will tell you the definition of supply and demand and why we need to use it in the trading. So let's get started. First of all, you will learn choose things to understand how is it important, and I will give you some example on the real chart to see how does this work. So let's see. So first of all, what is a supply and demand? You might see on my screen, the first one is a downtrend market. When price creates structure is a lower low and the lower high, and on the right side is an uptrend when market creates a structure is a higher high and higher low. And on the first video in this course, I also explained the market have a downtrend when the seller are more than the buyer, and the uptrend when the seller is less than the buyers. This is the theory of the market. In the market also have the two kind of people. The first one is the seller and the second one is the buyer. And here is one of the most important thing you need to understand. Buyer, it means that demand, the person who wanna buy, and the seller is a supplier, the person who wanna sell into the market. And when this one is not balanced, it means that the market will have the movement. When everything is balanced, the market will go to influx structures like the zone, like the range. So that is a basic thing, and very shortly about what is the demand and supply. And you can see on the chart, here is a supply zone, and when the price come to supply zone, it means that price come to the place. Most people want to sell over here to take the highest price as much as possible, because most seller always want to have more profits. Therefore, high price is a good play. And here is a demand zone. Most buyer want to buy with the lowest price. Therefore, they always waiting what is the most suitable price to buy. And this is the reason why you need to looking for this trend to entry into the market. Looking for where is most of the seller focused and where is the range most of the buyer focus on it. So let's see some examples. Here is a real chart. On the trading view, you can see that price go down very sharply and come to the display and create a demand zone. Why I can define the demand zones? I will teach you in next lessons. In this lesson, you just learn how is it important. And when the price come to over here, you can see that price touch a lot of times. The first one, second, third, fourth, and fifth. 5 times touch into the demand zone, cannot break the demand zone. And you can see that, and a lot of the candle signal like Binba, like indecision candle, or the Doji and the Marubozu candle show you that a lot of the buyer focus on here. And at this structure, you also see that the market create the double or the triple pattern and create also the candle pattern. At this level, you can entry the market very beautifully and stop loss below a demand zone. This is very important. The first one, you can have the best play to entry, and the second one, you can have the best play to stop loss. Most of the buyer focus on it, and therefore when price go below this level, it means that the demand zone is breakout, and you need to act as entry and stop loss below this demand zone is suitable for trade. And if the price cannot break out and go up again, it go very quickly. You can see here is an example. And the next one is supply zone. Supply zone also the same theory, but at this time for the seller peoples. And you can see that price come very strong into the supply zone. But at this time, you can see that the Binba can show you the seller very strong at these structures. And as next time also create the double top. And the Marubozu candle break out the double top, and you can entry into the market and stop loss above of the highest candle into the supply zone and take profits very low at this rate. And you might remember that I can say to you one of the brick to build the house. The first one, define the trends, supply, demand, price pattern, candle pattern, and the entry. And you already learned about how to define the trend. Higher high and higher low is a uptrend, and lower low and lower high is a downtrend. And price pattern, you also learn about it. One of the 4 pattern is the most important. for candle pattern, and SPY pattern is more important. Is a break and retest and double bottoms. And now is a second prick is most important for the trade is a supply and demand. When you can have all of this, it means you can entry into the market and be profitable trader in intermediate levels. In the master level, I will teach you very carefully about from the intermediates to be experts in the trading and get more and more profits, because this one is for new traders. Everything is very basic. But you still can have the profits in the trading. Don't worry about it. Keep practicing and learning. And I will give you some example on the real charts to you to show how this market works. And here is the AQD USD on the time frame 1 hour. So let's get step by step how can I entry in this lesson, in these examples. First of all, you need to define the trend, and you can see from the left side to the right side, the market creates the higher high and the higher low. It means that now is the uptrend very strongly. And the next step, we need to define the supply and demand zones. And for this case, we can define a lot of demand zones in the chart. First of all, from the low to the high, we can define here is a demand zone, here also is a demand zone. But you need to care about the most recent demand zone. It means this range. And now price come to this range. And the next step, you're looking for the price pattern or the candle patterns. And over here, you can see that the Dow Maruzubu candle very strongly and SPY create the pin bar candle. But before the pin bar candle, upper bar candle create the Dow Maruzubu candle very strong. So therefore, at this time, I still not entry into the market. And about the structure, you also can see now is a double bottom. So I will looking for whether SPY can go up or just go down one more time. So let's see. SPY still go down and now go up again a little bit. And price go very strongly uptrend. And at this time, you can see here is one of the engulfing candles. Here is a Dow candle, and the neck up candle is a Marubozu very strong and cover more than 25% of the Dow candle. So at this time, I can entry for this structures and stop loss below of this demand zone. And where is my stop loss? I still not see it have no any the selling zone on the left side. Therefore, I will wait. I will trailing stop for this trade. So let's see how the trade will go. SPY, you can see that SPY go down one more time, but at this time price go up again because most of the buyers are focused on here very strong. And let's see, markets go up very strongly, go down, and hit to my stop loss. You can see that for this trade, you need to extend the stop loss a little bit. And I will teach you one of these very useful guides. In case you define the very strong down movement like this come to the demand zone, you can expand it double times. Like the safety zone, I call it is safety zone. And normally I will stop loss, extend stop loss outside of safety zone to make sure, because fluctuation in the market is very strong. So you need to one of safety zones to cover the trade in case the down movement is very strong. If the down movement quite weak, it means that you no need to use the safety zones. But if you want to use the safety zone, you need to define very exactly where is supply zone and how it's wide. And let's see what will happen. The price go down very strongly with the Maruzubu candle hit to my stop loss. But here is a example, so I will use a safety zone for this case in the real trade. And price go up again, a very big candle, still cover down Maruzubu candle, so it's still not a strong entry. So let's see what will happen next. Price now still go down or go up very strongly. You can see that at this time price go up. And the risk entry word for this one is more than 3 times. It is the best trade.
And at this time you can define here also have a small demand zone, and if price break out this demand zone you can exit. Therefore, I will change my stop loss to over here below this one. From over here to over here, it means that now if the price go above this stop loss, my order will be exit and I still have profits, no any risky for this trade.
You can see that price still not hit to my stop loss and have a small distance, and therefore I still in this trade. And price go up again and go up very strongly. And now it is hit, and you can see that how risk management can be worked with the supply and demand zone. And very important, you can see how the demand zone, supply and demand zone work in the real trades. And see you next lesson, I will teach you how to define it in trading to get profitable. And thank you.